New chapter is unfolding in one of the biggest murder cases in the tri-state. Today, a jury was chosen for the retrial. Shayna Hubers is accused of murdering her boyfriend Ryan Poston in 2012 after shooting him in his northern Kentucky apartment. Hubers says it was self-defense. A jury convicted her in 2015, but the system overturned that decision with a big revelation that one of the jurors in her trial was a convicted felon. I am joined now by 9 on Your Side's Tom McKee. He has covered the Hubers case for years, and with the genesis of this all being a problem with jury selection last time, how much scrutiny did the process get this time?
Well, I would assume that no stone was left unturned in terms of scrutinizing the background of any kind of information that was provided. They probably checked and double-checked for any criminal records to make sure everybody was clean. They probably asked again and again and again just to make sure. Now, the jury selection process took 4 days.
And where does that stand in the realm of things?
Well, if you look at the Kirkland trial we just had, it took quite a while too, because the defense wants jurors that are going to be favorable to their case. The prosecution wants jurors that are favorable to their case, and they have to meet in the middle somewhere. They're going to get a little bit of each, but then they have those peremptory challenges where they can challenge and knock out jurors that don't particularly fit the mold or the direction their case would like to go.
What kinds of questions were prospective jurors asked?
Well, we listened in on some of the defense questions today, and it's, have you ever been the victim of domestic violence? What do you know about gun safety? What image comes to mind if someone suffers from a mental illness? Would you hold it against Shayna Hubers if she decided not to take the stand? But the attorneys were quick to point out that they have not made a decision whether she will or whether she won't take the stand in her own defense.
She took the stand last time.
She did. And there's another piece of evidence, though, that the prosecution is going to put on that has Shayna Hubers for 2.5 hours rambling in a statement made to Highland Heights Police Department. The camera was rolling, but the detectives never asked her a single question. All she did was talk for that amount of time. She basically admitted shooting Ryan Poston enough times to kill him so he wouldn't have to suffer. Okay,
going forward, what do we think will be different this time?
I've talked to the prosecutor, Michelle Snodgrass, before, just kind of before this ever got started. She said the case isn't going to change too much at all. The facts are the facts. One of the things they will do, they will bring in the dining room table at which Ryan Poston was sitting when he was shot and use that as a prop for the jury to see how their case went one way and how the defense case could not have happened.
We probably have about 20 seconds left. Is it tough to get a jury member who hasn't heard about this case and who doesn't have an opinion about this case?
Well, I'm sure one of the things they were asked is, if you have heard about this, are you able to put it aside and decide the case directly or specifically on the facts that you hear in this courtroom? The first trial is not going to have any bearing whatsoever. They're going to decide it on the facts that are presented over the next 2 weeks.
Tom, thank you for joining us, for your perspective. We're certainly going to be following this. 9 on Your Side reporters will be in court during the retrial. Make sure you watch our newscasts throughout the week and check up on what you missed on WCPO.com.